This week was second week of learning our new documentation system, Epic, and it was worse than last week. The only thing good for me this week was getting my new iPhone. Hi, I'm Jeffrey, physical therapist for 6 years, and welcome to Life of a Taiwanese PT living in Houston. This week, I was super full at work, and that just means that all my scheduled patients basically came, especially on my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, which are my longer days, and you really feel it. It sucked. I don't get these days or weeks very often. It comes like once in a while, but when it hits hard. And on these days, after I get off work, I don't feel like being productive at all, so I kind of just stay on my phone or watch some YouTube. But I do still work out. I don't skip workouts, so I still get to the gym. It helps me relax, helps me reset my mind. No matter how tired I am, it's still my escape. I still film for my content, my YouTube. I usually film Monday nights, and I still film that Monday. Not easy, but I got through it. My wife usually preps dinner for me, and I'm super grateful for that because I can come home, enjoy that at least without having to worry about food. I just got the new iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I got it right after work. So this is the first footage ever from the new phone. I think it looks pretty clear. I'm sitting in traffic as always after work. It's Wednesday night, and I'm outside the gym, contemplating again why I'm here. I'm just so tired. This week's been kind of crazy. The fact that it's leg day today doesn't help, but we're gonna do it anyways. After getting the iPhone, I came home and my wife surprised me with Smiskies, Pokemon cards, and some chocolates, so that definitely cheered me up. The weather in Houston today is actually pretty nice, so I'm wearing like a long sleeve for the first time in a long time. Thursday, after teaching my Parkinson's Zoom class, my wife cooked me this delicious dinner: ground pork, cucumbers, and the fried egg over rice. This is simple, but freaking delicious. Let's try a bite. Amazing. And what made it harder at work was when you have to document evaluations, progress notes, discharges, those things that you aren't as used to. And especially because we're in the midst of transitioning from the old documentation system, so a lot of patient information like their goals and stuff doesn't pull completely through, so it's just extra work. And I would say right now I'm pretty comfortable, pretty competent in terms of documenting a treatment note. I can get that done probably within 5 minutes, so 5 minutes for each note is pretty good, pretty fast. I don't waste much time there. But the other notes is what's kind of weighing me down. And on Thursday mornings, we usually have some kind of meeting, staff meeting, or some kind of a vendor comes and present new information or a new technology for us. But this Thursday was rounds, and right now, currently, I'm in charge of rounds. So you basically gather patient names for the week so that you can discuss during that time. And usually there are patients who have multiple disciplines, so you can come together with other disciplines, speech, OT, and talk about the plan going forward, or if you have any difficult discharges that you want to talk about coming up, and if you need social work help or more talks with manager about certain issues, that's when you bring it up as well. So I basically just document and take down notes on what people are saying for like number of patients. This week I only had 3 patients for rounds, so it was pretty quick. On Friday, my homie, ex-coworker, she came by and dropped by some cookies for PT month, and she got some crumble cookies. Those cookies are like this big, and I had to try one. I'm not into desserts, but I tried a little piece of the chocolate chip one, and it was sweet, delicious. On Friday, after work, I dropped by Target so I could pick up an anniversary card for my wife. It is going to be our 2-year wedding anniversary coming up, so we usually give each other cards. Congrats to a couple who's all that. And dim sum. This one's funny. I got the card. secured, but I can't show you guys because my wife watches my videos, obviously. Saturday morning, we hit a workout, not together, we hit different things, but my wife was there. What's going on here at the gym? My wife doing this pretty heavy. Let's go. After the gym, we stopped by the mall for Uniqlo's grand opening weekend, and this was the second location opened within the past month in Texas. So first time Uniqlo coming over. We went to one of them and there was still a long line just to get in. We weren't there Friday, we were there Saturday, and there were like 2 sections of lines or 3 before you can get into the store. But it wasn't too long. We maybe waited less than maybe around 30 minutes, and they give you a couple of free stuff, which I don't think I'll use. It was like a notebook, a tissue box, and I actually ended up not getting anything. I wasn't looking for anything, but my wife picked up like 2 things. But it's nice to have Uniqlo now here in Houston, so we don't have to go to other states or all the way to Japan to buy some Uniqlo stuff. And also it makes it a lot easier to return without having to pay for shipping. We stopped at GameStop, got a new Mario Party game. After Uniqlo, we went to get some lunch, and you guessed it, some coffee. I don't even need to say where we're at, because we come here so often.
It's true.
And fun fact, I don't like those woodier thingies, so my wife is trying to separate them. We got a huge bento boxes. We're back again. And closer to dinner time, we stopped by Chinatown, went by a Vietnamese supermarket. What?
I can't see.
You got your sunglasses though. Both these flavors look kind of good. Basil onion or butter garlic. Let's go with butter garlic. Durian flavored coffee. That's a no for me, dog. For dinner, we met up with my in-laws for some pho. And we got some dried chicken pho, one of my favorites, pho ga. And you just mix it up. I get the white meat, no skin. I know, boring, but it's still very tender. On the drive home, there was a nice sunset, so I filmed a little bit of it. Just gotta enjoy the little things. Sunday for lunch, we went to this Korean place. I'm not gonna say where it is because, man, it was bad. Everything was just not mixed correctly, and we got a bibimbap. Well, my wife did, and it looked good, but it definitely did not taste good. After she mixed everything up, it was just too soggy. Things just didn't taste fresh and didn't go well together. Even the soup that we got, some tofu, vegetable soup, we're never going back. Later in the afternoon, Henry and I went on another park run, and the weather was pretty nice. I think it was in the low 80s, high 70s maybe. And our pace that day was 3 miles, 10 minutes and 35 seconds, which is still not fast enough to beat my little sister. But 2 weeks ago, I was at 11 minutes, so we're making some slow improvements. Like I mentioned before, I signed up for the Turkey Trot in Dallas this year, so I'm trying to get my time up a little bit better, at least closer to 10-minute pace. That's my goal. And Sunday for dinner, we had some food prepared by my mother-in-law. It was some pork with some basil, and the flavor, everything was just real good. So lucky for that. That will conclude this week's vlog. Hope you guys enjoy the content. If you did, if you made it this far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching, and click here to watch last week's vlog where I talk about how my wife saved me at work.